Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards. Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Dotson in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, look at that.
And it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dotson in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts.
Oh, that's
It'll
good.
be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one will
That's
not
not
get
bad.
there.
That's
Off
not
to the
bad.
left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 3rd down and very long. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And he's got it to about the 40. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. One-score game. 1st and 10 here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Milton Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it.
Oh, my God.
He is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses when they see it. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So, fly Eagles. First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 32.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
In motion goes Patrick. From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 68 yards. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2nd and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Throwing again is Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. In motion goes Patrick. Gone. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing again is Goff. That's to the top of Laporta. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line, this is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Oh, Darnold loses it. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking, oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
In motion goes Patrick. After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And again, it's no good. A few bluebirds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
All his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Darnold. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. An inside give to Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. We've played 3 quarters. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Jones again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
In motion goes Patrick.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
In motion goes Patrick.
Goff now to throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Goff looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead goes by a couple more. Here are the Lions now as as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. Dancing to his left. Able to find Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the...
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Ford Field. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Patrick motioning here. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, it's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. One more time for Montgomery. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down. But not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Lions 1st down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got his big tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. You wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Williams going to throw on the 1st play. To the left side, he's got Komet. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 2nd and a yard. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams.
Whoa.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended
What the hell?
And it's going to be third down.
Ah, stupid RPOs, bro. Like, okay.
Now Williams going to keep it in
Fumble, bro. Like,
okay. In the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams.
Let's go. Come on. That's jabs.
It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Patrick motioning here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10.
This niggas keep sending blitzes, bro. Like, holy.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Patrick motioning here. From the gun, it's Goff. And on 3rd down,
This nigga's running weird blitzes, bro. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, stop blitzing, my nigga.
Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's taken on this side of midfield. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go play action here with Williams. He finds his big tight end, Everett.
There's no more efficient play.
Niggas just doing whatever at this point. God.
You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a give.
Bro, I over-pursued.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off play action. Here's Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Allen in motion. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight as the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Allen in motion. They run on the jet sweep. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the
This nigga's showboating. Like, stop showboating, bro. What are you doing? Look at what happens, bro. Like, you doing all that. Like, come on, dude. You doing too much. Too much, broski.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the
Could have
field.
just scored the ball, bro.
You scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way,
Like, just play the game, bro.
He sets his offense up in a great situation.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. So that's a good bounce back there. They'll get this back very close to that first down marker.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Here's a third down and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's going to have the Bears first down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1. Here's Williams now to throw. Throw across his body is complete. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pick.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. If they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Big play coming up. This is third down. Throwing is Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down. I'll give up the middle with Swift. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they come up for second and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And
Finally, dude. Like, holy.
Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down. Montgomery.
Bro, like, dude.
That one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go long
Okay.
for Williams.